Some questions were never meant to be answered. Humanity has always searched for answers. We map the stars, decode ancient languages, and measure the unseen. But some mysteries refuse to yield. They leave evidence without explanation, witnesses without certainty, and questions that grow more unsettling with time. Tonight, we explore unexplained mysteries that still baffle the world, events that are real, documented, and deeply disturbing because no one truly understands them. Unexplained mysteries that still baffle the world. Mystery number 1: The Voynich Manuscript. In the early 20th century, a strange book surfaced. Its pages were filled with unknown symbols, bizarre plants that do not exist, and diagrams that defied logic. The text followed rules, patterns, repetition, suggesting it was a real language. Yet no one has ever translated it. The Voynich Manuscript has been studied by linguists, cryptographers, historians, and intelligence agencies. Even modern computers have failed to crack its code. Some believe it is a lost language. Others say it contains forbidden knowledge. Skeptics argue it could be an elaborate hoax. But one detail remains troubling. The manuscript is written too consistently to be nonsense. Someone knew exactly what they were writing, and took that knowledge to the grave. The Voynich Manuscript does not behave like a puzzle meant to be solved. Its pages are filled with looping symbols written in a flowing, confident hand, as if the writer never hesitated, never corrected, never doubted the meaning of a single word. The text follows grammatical rules. Patterns repeat, structure exists, and yet, no one can read it. Carbon dating places the manuscript in the early 15th century, long before modern cryptography. The illustrations show plants that do not exist, astronomical diagrams that do not align with known systems, and human figures immersed in strange, interconnected vessels. What makes the Voynich Manuscript unsettling is not mystery alone, it is intent. This was not random ink. This was knowledge carefully preserved for someone who never came. Mystery number 2: The Bermuda Triangle. Between Florida, Bermuda, and Puerto Rico lies a region infamous for vanishing ships and aircraft. Compass failures, sudden storms, radio silence. The Bermuda Triangle has claimed vessels without distress calls and aircraft that disappeared mid-flight. Investigations often find no wreckage, no explanation, no pattern that fully satisfies science. Some theories suggest magnetic anomalies. Others point to rogue waves or sudden weather shifts. But none explain every case. What makes the triangle unsettling isn't superstition, it's inconsistency. The ocean behaves normally, until it doesn't. The ocean is vast, but patterns still matter. In the region known as the Bermuda Triangle, ships and aircraft have vanished under circumstances that defy standard explanation. Crews report compasses spinning wildly, sudden storms forming without warning, and complete radio silence moments before disappearance. Some vessels were later found intact, with no crew aboard. Others were never found at all. Scientific explanations exist for individual cases, rogue waves, weather anomalies, human error. But no single theory explains every incident. The most disturbing aspect is unpredictability. The sea remains calm, the sky remains clear, and then, something changes. The Bermuda Triangle reminds us that even in the age of satellites, parts of the world still behave as if they answer to different rules. Mystery number 3: The Nazca Lines. Etched into the desert plains of Peru are enormous figures, animals, symbols, and straight lines stretching for miles. They are only fully visible from the air. The Nazca Lines were created over 1,500 years ago, long before flight. The precision is staggering. The purpose is unknown. Some believe they were religious offerings to the gods. Others think they were astronomical calendars. More extreme theories suggest extraterrestrial involvement. What remains undeniable is this: the Nazca people planned something they were never meant to see from the ground. Which raises a chilling question: who were the drawings for? Stretching across the Peruvian desert are massive figures carved into the earth: hummingbirds, spiders, monkeys, and geometric lines extending for kilometers. They were created by removing only the top layer of soil, exposing lighter earth beneath, a technique so precise it has endured for over 1,000 years. The Nazca Lines are only fully visible from the sky. This is the mystery. The Nazca people had no aircraft, no vantage point to view their work in its entirety. Yet the proportions are exact, the alignment deliberate. Were they messages to gods? Markers for rituals? Maps of the heavens? Or were they designed to be seen by something that never walked the earth? The Nazca Lines do not ask to be admired. They ask why. Mystery number 4: The Dyatlov Pass Incident. In 1959, 9 experienced hikers vanished in the Ural Mountains. When their campsite was found, the scene made no sense. The tent was cut open from the inside. Shoes and coats were left behind in freezing temperatures. Bodies were discovered scattered across the snow. Some had crushed ribs, others skull fractures. One was missing her tongue. No signs of struggle, no clear cause of death. Avalanches, military testing, infrasound, unknown forces. Every explanation answers one question and creates 5 more. The Dyatlov Pass incident remains one of the most chilling unsolved cases in modern history. Because trained people do not behave like this without reason. Experienced hikers understand danger. That is why the Dyatlov Pass incident is so disturbing. 9 skilled mountaineers abandoned their tent in the dead of night, tearing their way out from the inside. They fled into sub-zero temperatures wearing inadequate clothing, some barefoot, some half-dressed. Their bodies were later found scattered across the landscape. Some injuries resembled those from high-impact collisions. Others showed signs of internal trauma with no external wounds. Radiation was detected on clothing. There were no signs of a struggle. No evidence of another group. Whatever frightened them was immediate and overwhelming. The Dyatlov Pass incident is not frightening because it is unsolved, but because every explanation feels incomplete. Mystery number 5: The WOW signal. On August 15, 1977, a radio telescope detected something extraordinary. A strong signal from deep space. Narrow band, unnatural. It lasted 72 seconds. Then it vanished, never detected again. The astronomer who found it circled the data and wrote one word in the margin: wow. The signal matched what scientists expect from an artificial source, but no planet, satellite, or phenomenon has ever been linked to it. The universe spoke, once, and never answered again. For 72 seconds, the universe broke its silence. The WOW signal was detected by a radio telescope scanning the stars, a narrowband transmission matching what scientists expect from an artificial, non-natural source. It came from a specific point in space. It was powerful, and it has never repeated. Astronomers searched relentlessly. Nothing like it has ever been detected again. No satellite matched its position. No known cosmic phenomenon explained its structure. The signal was real. The data confirmed it. And then, nothing. The WOW signal remains a reminder that the universe may speak, but not on our schedule. Mystery number 6: The Taos Hum. In the town of Taos, New Mexico, residents report hearing a low, constant hum. Not everyone hears it. Those who do describe nausea, headaches, and insomnia. Scientists have searched for explanations: industrial noise, seismic activity, electrical interference, yet no single cause explains all cases. The most unsettling detail: people who hear the hum say it feels intentional, as if something is present but unseen. In Taos, New Mexico, silence is rare. Residents describe a low-frequency hum, constant, invasive, impossible to ignore. It is not heard by everyone, but those who hear it experience headaches, nausea, anxiety, and sleep disruption. Scientists have measured sound levels. They have tested infrastructure. They have searched for seismic and industrial sources. No single cause explains the phenomenon. What unsettles those affected is not the sound itself, but the feeling that it is present. Persistent, unavoidable, watching. The Taos Hum blurs the line between external phenomenon and human perception, leaving both unanswered. Mystery number 7: The Lost Colony of Roanoke. In the late 1500s, an English settlement was established on Roanoke Island. When the governor returned after several years, the colony was gone. No bodies, no signs of struggle, no explanation, only one word carved into a post: Croatoan. Was it a relocation, a massacre, assimilation? No definitive evidence has ever been found. An entire community vanished, leaving behind silence. When the Roanoke colonists vanished, they did not leave chaos behind. There were no signs of violence, no mass graves, no broken defenses, just abandonment. The word Croatoan was carved into a post, a possible clue, a possible destination, or a final message. But no trace of the colonists has ever been found. Entire families disappeared. Theories range from assimilation to massacre to migration, yet none are supported by definitive evidence. Roanoke is not a mystery of death. It is a mystery of absence. And absence can be more haunting than any ruin. Unexplained mysteries endure because they resist closure. They challenge certainty. They expose limits. They remind us that knowledge is never complete. And perhaps that is their purpose, to leave us searching. The most unsettling mysteries are not those without answers. They are the ones with too many. Each of these events reminds us that knowledge has limits, and certainty is fragile. The world still holds secrets, And perhaps, it always will. If you enjoyed this journey into the unexplained, subscribe to Tales of the World for weekly stories where certainty ends and mystery begins. Which mystery should we explore next?